Hi guys, and welcome back. Today we will be focusing on stability, especially in the core and lower back. So to begin, find a shape that's comfortable for you. This could be laying, this could be seated. Really just make it your own. When you feel like you found your place, I invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. You're welcome to place your hands up, maybe at your heart center, wherever really speaks to you. Perhaps you do a little body scan here. Just take note of the sensations or tension you might be feeling. I invite you to set an intention for today's practice, something you'd like more in your life that you'd just like to focus on. Really try to visualize what that would look like throughout today. Take a few good deep breaths. And when you're ready, you're welcome to join me in a seated place. We'll start off with a gentle forward fold, just walking our hands out in front of us, releasing through the upper back, letting the head drop and hang heavy. Seeing how our breath feels here. Perhaps you walk your hands to that right side, stretching through the left side body. Maybe you even reach your left ear to your right knee. No biggie if not. And then when you feel ready, walking it back to center, just to move it to the left side. Moving here, just notice how your breath affects the shape. And in your own time, make your way back to center. Walk those hands out just a little further, and then rise up. Awesome. From here, we'll move to our knees, so get there in any way that feels most comfortable for you. Okay, from this kneeling position, we'll start by planting our left hand by the glutes, pressing the hips up and reaching the right arm overhead. Setting the hips down, sweeping the arms across the mat to the opposite side, and doing the same here. We'll follow this pattern, doing it a couple times on each side. You're welcome to make it your own, maybe taking some arm circles at the top. You don't have to press your hips up quite as high if that's uncomfortable for you. Staying within your body's range of motion. And sweeping across. Perhaps on your inhales you lift, and on your exhales you lower. Perfect. We'll come back to this kneeling position and move on to our next place, which will be tabletop. Make your way there, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll begin by taking a few rounds of belly rolls. So dropping the navel down, twisting up and around, and just drawing these circles with your torso. Really waking up the spine, the lower back, finding movement and motion. Be sure to take these circles in both directions. When you feel you've had enough, we'll go ahead and drop into puppy pose. So walking our hands forward to the top of the mat, dropping our chest down, you're welcome to grab the edge of your mat and kind of pull your shoulders out, allowing your heart to melt towards your mat. You can keep your hips lifted as much as you like, or bring your knees under you to do a little bit more of a fold. Up to you how deep you go. Maybe your chin reaches for the mat, maybe it doesn't, that's okay. When you feel complete here, we'll go ahead, rise up, come out of it. We'll step into our next movement by lifting the left leg up, toes pointed towards the knee, and finding our balance here. When you feel stable, go ahead and lift the right arm up, reach forward, and find your stability. It's okay if you wobble or fall, just come back into it. When you're ready, begin to bend the elbow and the knee in towards your core, kind of like a crunch, maybe tapping them and then extending back out. Taking this movement at your own pace, tucking in, tapping elbow and knee, and reaching out. Like I said, it's okay if they don't touch each other. Just do your best to find this crunching in movement. And then we'll extend long, taking it out to the side, kind of like this airplane, and then coming back forward, crunching down, lifting up, sweeping both the leg and the arm out to the side, back forwards, and crunching in. Go at your own pace and take a rest when needed, but maybe try to push yourself. Alright, one more time. Reach up, and then release back to tabletop. From here, we'll take it to the opposite side. So lifting the right leg up, holding it, finding our stability, and reaching the opposite hand out. When you're stable, you can begin your crunching in, the elbow and knee reaching towards each other and then extending out. Take a few reps like this, so do it at your own pace and in your own time. Awesome, and then we'll extend it out to the side, airplane, back forward, crunch down, reach back up, and reach out towards the side as far as you feel comfortable. You can do this, keep pushing. One more, reach up, and release. Great job, guys. From here, we'll move on to our next place. So, lifting the right leg up, we'll bring it out towards the side and plant the foot down. From here, we'll just press ourselves up. I'll move to the side to give you a better view. Kind of be in this gated posture here. So, stabilizing ourselves. On an inhale, go ahead and reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, drop your left hand towards the mat, lengthen through your right side body, engaging through your core. We're going to lift back up, reach up, and on an exhale, take it to the opposite side. Feel free to take as many breaths as you need on the in-betweens in this exercise. Maybe try to challenge yourself by really engaging the core and using that to draw yourself back up. This is a great dynamic of stretching and strengthening. Really begin to take note how each side of your body differs from the other. We'll take it one more time in each direction. And release. Awesome. Let's go ahead and come back into tabletop. From here, taking the opposite leg or the left leg out, planting the foot the best we can, and rising up. Prepping for the same thing on this side. So finding your stability, finding your place here. When you're ready, inhale, sweep your arms up, look up, and exhale, drop the right hand towards the right side. You know where to go from here, so find your rhythm, find your pace. and hang out where you need to. Maybe you challenge yourself, maybe you just stretch a little deeper somewhere. Make this yours. Trying our best to really engage through the core. One more time on each side. And then inhale up, exhale, release. Come back to this high kneeling position. For this next exercise, I invite you to take one of two different variations. One on our mat, where we're just start in a simple high plank. And then the second one, pulling yourself up alongside a couch or a stable chair, something you can place your palms against or your forearms, kind of mimicking this high plank. We'll start here, so taking a few breaths in this high plank, do your best to stabilize through your core. Make sure your glutes aren't dropped too low or too high. If this isn't in your practice today, you're always welcome to drop your knees. We'll shift towards the right side, keeping the left hand planted and maybe lifting the right arm. Also welcome to drop the knee at any time. Coming into this side plank. Take a good breath here. And then go ahead, come back forward. Taking it to the opposite side, right hand stays planted, left arm reaches up, knees lifted or it drops. And we'll go ahead, come back forward and release, dropping the knees back down, coming into tabletop. Great job, guys. Okay, we'll move on to our next exercise. Same thing here. I'll show you two variations you're welcome to take. One where we'll begin on our belly and do some cobra movements, or you're welcome to come back to that stable object, placing your forearms on it. Again, making this your own, so you're welcome to come up onto your palms. We're just going to find some back movement. Rocking forwards and backwards, finding that comfortable place for you, and really engaging the lower back here. If you're joining me on your belly, I'll show some examples here. You're welcome to just gently try to pull your back up using nothing but your back. Maybe you come up on your fingertips. Maybe you press yourself all the way up into an up dog, keeping the shoulders away from your ears. There's lots of varieties that you can take here. I just want you to find movement where you use your back to pull yourself up. Take your arms out further. You can take them out wider. Letting yourself down periodically for a rest, and then pressing yourself back up. Really doing our best to find that engagement in the lower back. A few reps coming up and down and up and down. Being mindful of the shoulders and doing our best to keep them away from the ears. So rather than sinking into ourselves, extending up and out. Switch it up, find your movement. Just a few more breaths here. And when you feel ready, take a moment to lower down and release effort throughout your back. And in your own time and place, I invite you to come to a seated place. Here we'll prepare for bridge by keeping our feet planted. You're welcome to place a blanket, a pillow, or even a block under your hips to make it more comfortable. Feet will be about a foot or so away from your glutes. Knees and feet about hip distance wide. And when you're ready, rotate the pelvis up, press through the glutes, and lift the hips. Perhaps you interlace fingers underneath you, and in your own time and place, I invite you to lower. Take as many reps as you'd like here. Another variation I'll be showing you is this reverse plank. So planting our hands fingertips towards us, legs extended, toes pointed. When you're ready, press through the hips and lift up. A full body bridge here, lifting and lowering in your own time. Doing our best to create that plank from head to toe. As mentioned before, you can do this movement in either variation. And when you feel like you've had enough, go ahead and lower back down. From here, we'll just work out the spine a little bit, hugging knees in towards the chest. I invite you to find some movement here, perhaps taking some knee circles. Really massage the lower back of any tension that we built up throughout these exercises. Just a friendly reminder, if you're taking these knee circles, to do it in both directions. Squeeze those knees in towards your chest and release. From here, I invite you to roll onto your side, either side, or to both, and hook your top leg up. You're also welcome to lay on your belly and do the same thing. Spreading your arms out in whichever way feels most comfortable for your body. And just releasing from here. Let the gravity do the stretch. Maybe you relax through your jaw a little bit more, your shoulders, your hips. To release effort through your feet. Really allow for the earth to hold you. When you're complete on this side, I invite you to gently make your way to the opposite side. Whether that's on your side lifted or on your belly. Drawing that knee up closer towards your chest. And relaxing. Finding that place in your body that might be holding a little bit more tension. And on an exhale, letting it go. Great job, guys. We'll gently move out of this place and come into any child's pose of your choosing. You're welcome to keep the knees out wide or bring them close together. Perhaps you bend through the elbows, palms pressed together, reverse prayer. Another variation might be to wrap the arms around the legs, reach for the ankles. Perhaps you introduce a blanket or pillow to give you space and comfort. The goal here being to simply relax and breathe. You're welcome to stay here or join me back in a seated place. Moving in your own time. There's no rush. Thank you for practicing with me today. I look forward to sharing space with you again soon. Peace.